what we'll discuss now. Start review. To-do list. Okay. What should we discuss first, sir?
First one is you, just like in the meeting again lah.
See. Okay. Personal business best. Okay. See you. Can you tell me a little bit about Sigu? Because I don't know. I don't know what should I do for this first.
So basically, just answer this question. So during the last week, what are the good news that you have?
From last week, should I write it down or just talk?
Both. You write just the short summary and then you say it.
Okay. So last week, I'm just trying the NSF with JS. I tried to set up it, but I can't. And I searched for suggestion from the internet, but it still won't work. I don't know why. And I will try for your suggestion from yesterday that you given. Okay, and then cause I can do the sfw.js because I don't really know well about JavaScript, first of all. So I think the problem is on that point.
Okay.
Because I seriously don't. I will try to learn JavaScript again.
Okay. So I'm not sure if that's a good news, but okay, just write it down.
I think that's bad news.
Yeah, but you can write it. Right.
What should I write? Business best, personal best.
Okay.
And the second one is can you explain it a little bit about the business best, sir?
Well, I would say that will be a business best because that's related to work.
Oh.
So,
okay, so it is related about personal best.
Yeah, well, personal best is like, I don't know, maybe yesterday my girlfriend gave me a very nice gift. Now that will be like personal best.
Okay.
It's a personal thing. It's not like a business or work thing.
Okay. Now this space. know what to write down.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nggak apa-apa. All right. You can type it.
Investigation from. Okay, I think that's
All right.
all for now.
Although all of them are
Okay.
actually business based, and you should already do that while preparing your meeting agenda, yeah? So you don't have to write it
Oh,
during the meeting.
okay. I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah.
After it's my
Yeah.
mistake.
Well, no
It
problem.
will.
And please write down the meeting start time of the CQ and the end time of the CQ. So for each section, you write the start time and the end time.
Okay. In this part, or
Yeah, for each part.
wait, the start time, sir.
Both. Okay. Both.
Like this.
Yep.
19.94. Jadi kita mulai kira-kira 19.50.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So before we start the meeting, I should write down the CQ first.
Yeah. Well, the CQ and also the rock
CQ
review.
and then.
And
What, sir? I can hear. Can you speak again?
The scorecard review and the rock review. If you already have one, well, if you have like, well, basically all of the things in the meeting agenda that you already know before the meeting, then it should be there.
Okay, sir. Sorry, it will be.
Okay.
I'll do it for next week.
Yeah. So during the meeting agenda is also edited, but the editing is for like noting what are the start time and end times, and then also to edit the decision or conclusion of each discussion, because that's only known during the meeting, right? But things like that that are already known before the meeting should be there before the meeting starts. Right.
I thought it just do the checklist for the to-do list and then done. I think just said it for the meeting agenda.
Yeah.
Before we
that's definitely one of the things that should be there before the meeting. Okay.
Okay, sir. Scorecard review. Could you tell me a little bit about scorecard review?
All right. Scorecard review, the scorecards are things that are in your accountability chart.
Accountability chart?
Okay. Yeah. Have you ever seen our accountability chart before?
Sorry, I'm forgot.
All right. So let me put it for you. So maybe this will be a to-do for next week. Okay. Okay, and then put the rock in the meeting agenda. All right.
Could you show me the accountability?
Yeah, yeah. I'm editing it now, right?
Okay.
So you can see here. Okay, you can go to the conclude part. In the scroll to the bottom. Scroll to the bottom. Okay, the chart. You can click on it.
Oh, this one.
Okay, you can download it and open it. Have you ever seen it before?
Yep, I already seen
okay.
it.
Yeah, you can put it on your scorecard review.
Oh, so this one.
And
scorecard review. Wait. Scorecard review. It's still loading the photos. Sorry.
okay.
Accountability check. Wait. Oh, sprint velocity process per week. Is it right?
Yeah. This one's well. I cannot see it because you do not share the whole
Wait,
screen.
wait.
But yeah, these are the things that will be the scorecard for every week.
Attack.
You need to open the image, okay?
Okay.
In Google Docs, it's not. Google has a problem with previews.
How about I will share the screen. Wait.
Or you can just write it.
Oh, I'm just writing.
Yeah.
Scorecard review. Process per week. So I just write the process per week, fraud per week.
Yeah.
Just like that. Like this.
Yep.
Wait. What to Wait.
It should be like a to-do list, yeah. Because when it's good, it's you can check it, and if it's not good, then yeah.
Try to delete this one. Okay.
Or not a to-do list.
Oh.
Okay.
So
not a to-do list then, just a usual number.
Bullet list. Like this. Okay. I thought it would be to-do list.
No, because they are just numbers, okay? They are just numbers. Nothing checked. The checked one will be on the to-do. Okay, so just plain bullet list.
Then just 2 of these points, right?
Yeah, for all of the points. I think not only 2, yeah. I think there are several.
Oh, sprint velocity too.
Yeah, or you can say commits, number of commits per week.
Number of commit per week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then operasi versi. Look at this video. Video and log or handbook. Okay. Let's market. Oh, yes. And then operasi version recall and password. Operasi. Recall. Oh. Okay, sir. Done.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, so for each of one, you
Okay.
make a target. Okay, so for example,
For example,
yeah. So how many processes per week that you should be your program should be able to handle?
like, can you explain it, sir?
All right, just
As
put a number.
I
Okay,
got a little
10.
confused. Okay.
Okay, 10.
Okay.
Right, and that's the fraud per week.
Per week. Oh, I see. So I just write it down like
Yeah,
the process per week for my part, like any
yeah,
strategy date.
and
Oh,
I think that fraud per week is no target, I would say, because that will be depend, and the number of commits will be at least one, yeah, something like that. And then how much, and this one will be also this one. So feature time to market,
okay.
since date, that will be how many days? Okay,
Say it. I will write it down first.
currently.
Okay.
And this one, how many percent? Okay,
Which
so
one, sir? I can see your point. Which one did you point? I cannot see it.
I'm editing it here.
Wait.
Okay, how many days? Okay, scorecard view. We are still on scorecard view. Okay, so now
Okay.
what you need to do is the feature time to market. So what do you think the start date of the feature time to market should be? And do you
Feature
think
time
how
to
many
market.
how many days that you target?
What do you mean by feature time to market?
Feature time to market is the time needed for the first
Okay.
time that we discuss about the feature, and then how many days does it take for that feature to be able to be used by the user?
Oh. Um. There's so much thing that has happened for last week. That will that it can use from the user. Maybe since that. Mm, we started from. mm, we started from last week.
Last week. Okay, so put the date
Okay.
here.
Wait. Uh, this week on 30 Mei. since that. Uh, like this.
All right. So, okay.
Okay.
So how many days do you think?
So it already take 9 days. Okay.
Hmm. So how many days
9 days.
is your target? So just write it down, the number of
9 days.
days that you target.
Okay. Like this.
Another one. Oh, that's the actual one, actually. So you put the target. So if your target is 20 days,
Okay.
you can put it here, target 20 days, and this one is the actual part,
Oh,
right?
okay, okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so the last one is accuracy. How much percent generally is the accuracy that you target?
Reciprocity. It is so the accuracy percent recall and FO score is
Mm-hmm.
the accuracy for my target.
Yeah. What do
Okay.
you think your target
Not
should be?
not not the actual score.
Uh, for the scorecard review, there is always two numbers, okay? The target and then the actual. So that's why it's
Oh,
called the review, because there are two numbers, okay?
okay, sir.
So there are always targets and the actual number. So now
Okay.
we set the targets first. Okay,
Maybe
right.
around.
Okay, so
Wait, wait.
now we all have the targets, yeah. We all have the
Okay.
targets, and I would say that, okay. Now, first one is the process per week. So what is the actual number of processes per week on the last week? So now we go to the first one. You already set all the targets, right? Now we fill the
Okay.
actual numbers. So every week, what you need to do is just fill the actual numbers, because you already know the targets, right? Just fill the actual numbers.
Okay.
So now we are
Every
filling
week, sir.
every week. Every
Oh,
week before the meeting again,
the meeting.
for the meeting.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so now you can fill how many process during the last week?
Maybe it's just around 3.
Around 3.
Yep.
What's the proof? The software is not even there.
Okay. So I just wrote that about
Yeah,
0
you
because
read
I.
0.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that will be 0 because you haven't done
Okay, sir.
you haven't made the software work, right? Okay, so
Okay.
how many frauds did it detected during the last week?
Sir,
How many
can you repeat it
frauds?
again?
How many frauds detected during the last week?
Maybe it's 0 too, right?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, and then how many commits to the GitLab repository during the last week?
Oh, so I should do commit to GitLab too, sir.
Well, of course you should at
Oh,
least once, okay, to do your
okay.
progress, right?
Okay.
And then,
The market 1.
of course, if there is no, if the number is not on target, you can say there is an explanation, okay?
So for this one, I just already make the video, but
Mm-hmm.
the video doesn't include the explanation about. I'm just I just make video that
Mm-hmm.
explain. I think it's just a little bit about the application, but
Mm-hmm.
not how to use it. So it goes to 0, 0, or 1.
That will be 1 because you already
Okay, so
made it.
okay,
So the actual quality of the content and the depth of the content is not in here, but if you say it, that's okay. Okay, the target is 20 days. And how many days? Since 30 May is not yet started. Actually, it should be since date. Okay, since date is maybe you meant 30 April.
Oh yeah, 30 April. I'm sorry.
All right. Okay, and then you put the number of days since 30 April. All right. And how much the accuracy
So
on
it
the
got
system so
0.
far? Okay. Okay, that's nice. So this is how you do scorecard review, right? So next
Okay.
week, all you have to do is just update it.
Okay.
All right, that's great. So please put the time on the scorecard review, and then we can move on to the next part.
Okay, we start from 6 2. Okay.
Right. So do you already have a rock for you?
Wait. Rocks for the quarter. Can you tell me a little bit about the rocks for the quarter? What it means?
Okay, let's see. You already have a board here, right? Miluv product board. And okay, so I think you do not have a rock yet now. All right. So let's make a rock for you. So please go to the Miluv product board.
The product board.
Actually, this is an issue that we should discuss later. So let's skip this part for now. We will make the rock review after you have decided what is the rock that you want to choose. Okay.
Okay, so we can skip it.
Yeah, skip. Let's go to the next part.
Install number. Bad reports, but for I think there is no reports from customer or team member headlines, right?
Okay, no problem. You can skip then.
Okay. It is not done. So we can discuss about the risk done or not done.
Okay.
I think I already, like I'm just publish working video and summarize video in the blog.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, but I'm not yet finished the onboarding test. That's it. So we can move on to the next part.
All right.
Okay. 7 days ahead calendar review. 7 days ahead calendar review. So this is my future 7 days ahead calendar review.
Okay. Okay, there will be like events in the next 7 days. I think we can skip that part.
Okay. Okay, so we go on to the issues list. Just your role.
Okay, so actually you should make the issues list yourself. So what are the issues that you want to discuss in this meeting? Please list them here.
It's the on the rock review. So you give me two point. The first one is detect any status, and the second one is automate ID card and fix extraction. I should choose between two of these,
Yes.
and then I write it down in here or in the rock.
After you choose, then you create the rock in the Miluv product board. But actually, because the mechanism of the EOS level 10 meeting is that you should list all the issues first. So do you have any issues that you want to discuss? Please list them first before we discuss, because we are not yet discussing the issues. We are just listing the issues that you want to discuss. And then after that, we prioritize and discuss.
Oh.
Or you don't have any issues to discuss?
Actually, I got some issues but you already told me the suggestion for issues, right? On yesterday.
Okay.
I think from now there's no issues.
All right. So at least you should write that down just for the sake of completion, so you know how this actually should work. So write the issue there, just a summary of it, and then because it's already done, then you can check it.
Some issues.
Yeah.
That GS import some code. Yes, and then some problem because we have code. And then okay, I think that's all for now.
Okay. So which one that we should discuss first? Please prioritize the issues there. Move the most important priorities on the top, and then we can start to discuss.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Got it.
So our discussion, 3 points. Okay, let's start the discussion. Okay, don't forget to put the start time of the issue.
Okay.
Yeah. So we know. Right. Okay, let's start the discussion on the first point.
Okay. So you just get wait. Oh. Okay, so the first one is I cannot import some code to Node.js. Like wait. Okay. Could you tell me how to use yarn at TensorFlow /dev.js
Okay.
SSFW.js.
All right. So what does it
Or you
mean,
can
right?
tell me, yeah.
Okay. So yarn is the tool. Okay. There are several commands, and one of the commands is add. Add means add a dependency. Okay. Add a dependency to the
Okay.
project,
Okay.
to the Node.js or TypeScript or JavaScript project, and the add TensorFlow slash TFJS is
Mhm.
the name of the dependency. Okay, so there are two dependencies that will be added to the project. One is the TFJS and one is the NSFWJS. It will add
Okay.
to them. And what is this syntax? Well, it's actually part of the package name. So if the
Okay.
package name is just like NSFWJS, that means that's in the default organization. But
Mhm.
if there is like add something slash, then that means it's part of the add TensorFlow organization. So something like that.
Okay.
So then
Oh,
it will create a file called package.json. So you can try to open your project now and open uh, package.json. So I can show you how it actually looks like.
okay, wait. So I start to open my Visual Code Studio, right?
Yeah.
It's going to take a long time. Okay,
Oh, really?
sir. Before us, while we're
Mm-hmm.
still
Yeah.
waiting the. Wait. Okay, so and
Mm-hmm.
I still, I still got confused
Mm-hmm.
how to use serve all this code.
Okay. So how to use all of that code? Actually,
Yeah,
that's the source code of the library.
yeah.
So it's maybe it's not like how you use all of that code, because since it's a library, you don't really like
Mhm.
use that. Okay. For example, do you use Jupyter Notebook?
Okay.
Do you use the source code of the Jupyter Notebook?
Do I use the source code from? Uh, I think
You sure?
probably.
I don't think that you use the source code of Jupyter Notebook. All you have to do is that you use the features of Jupyter Notebook. Another example,
Oh, oh, okay,
NumPy.
okay.
If you open
Yeah.
the GitHub repository of NumPy, you use NumPy, right? You
Yep.
know how to use NumPy. Do you use
Yep.
the source code of NumPy? Do you like open the source code of NumPy?
No,
Do you need
I
to
don't. I
understand the source code of NumPy to be able to use NumPy? No. Okay.
no.
What you do is that
Oh,
you need to know how to use NumPy. What are the functions in NumPy? Okay. And
okay.
also
So
Matplotlib is a library. You know the
yeah.
functions in Matplotlib and so on and so on. Okay.
Mhm. Oh, so we just got the library from this GitHub, right? And
Yeah.
then use
So
it.
when you add the when you do the add package, it's like in Python you do like pip install, right? It's the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pip install something and then it gets added to your project or your system, and then what you do is that you import that, like
Mm,
in from NumPy import something, okay, or
okay.
from Matplotlib import something, and then same thing in Node.js or JavaScript or TypeScript, you import the library and then you use the library. Okay, so what you need to know are the functions that you want to use, how to
Okay.
use the functions. You don't really have
Okay,
to
sir.
understand the source code of the library. Of course,
Uh,
if you want to understand, it's okay. But
I'm, s-
mm,
I'm sorry, sir. I just get panic because
mhm.
it was JavaScript, not the Python that I just usually use.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. So
yeah, but
it like
that's part of the learning, I would say.
okay, so God, I'm blown. Okay, this minus yes. So
So if you read
save.
the README, you can see
Yeah,
how to use the
how to use it. Okay, okay, okay.
NSFW.js, right?
Okay. I thought that I would use that. So that's some code to get an application just like that. I think that works like that, but
Mhm.
I just got something. Wait. What's your screen? This one, sir.
Okay, so you can. Did you already add the? All right.
I already added this one, right?
Okay.
Oh, I just read
Oh,
it.
I think you have an. Okay, so now you need to do the yarn add command. So you can do it now. Yarn
Wait,
add
okay.
blah blah in the command line.
Yeah. Okay. So for it. So hello. Yes, that yes. Seven. Yes. Yes. Like this, sir.
Yeah, try it.
I guess some this is right here.
Okay, so I think you have not yet installed yarn.
So first of all, I should insert yarn.
Yeah, but okay. I think you can do it now. I think you can do it now.
How about I use the npm?
Okay, you can
Yes.
also use npm, but now you have to use npm space init. Init.
Init.
In. All right. Okay.
Like this.
So that's actually something that you will have to. No. Just npm init first. So you need that to initialize the project.
Okay. Just like this.
Mhm. Okay.
Like this. That is fine. This one is exactly what it is. I just get confused, sir.
Okay. Well, first now you input the package name that you want, the package name of the project.
Like this.
No. The package name. The package name. So you can see the package name by default is Lovia because you create that inside the Lovia folder. You can accept the default if you want. I don't think it's a good package name, but okay, no problem. We can change that later.
Okay, I'll change it later. So I just write like npm.install like
No,
this.
not the package name. The package name is Lovia, right? So you
Yeah.
can input the package name, or you can like, for example, your project is about NSFW, right? Or it's about
Yeah.
um, uh, what was the name of the project? Unsafe detection, or what the real name of the project that in GitLab, yeah.
Yep.
So that should be like the package name or the project name. Okay. So
Okay.
maybe something like
The
fraud
package.
detection and something like that.
Right. Okay.
But you need to use like not space, but dash. Yeah. What was the package name in the GitLab really? I think it was something like package name should be. Do you remember the package name in GitLab?
Wait.
You have ever committed before, right?
Yeah.
Oh, adult detector. The name is adult detector. Okay. Just use a dash, not underscore, dash.
Yes. This. Wait.
Dash is the like middle underscore. Okay. Dash is the middle underscore.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you can leave that as default. Just press enter. And yeah, you can put the description in there of this project.
What best description for this? Can I write it blank for this one?
Okay, up to you. But actually, it's you already have the description, yeah, in GitLab, and also you can actually write it now based on your own words, and you can still change it later. I think you should try to practice on how to write words. Okay, so don't leave it blank. Just write the words. Because it does not have to be like writing a paper where you get it right the first time. Just let it flow. Okay, just let it flow. It's like the answer of the question, what is your project doing? And then you can explain that to a person that is asking you, right? So the same thing.
That Miscus identifier.
Okay, that's very good and very specific.
And that one sexy, neutral. And this one is, wait. Drawing.
Okay, very nice. That's a very nice description, yeah. Very nice description.
Just like this, sir.
Yep.
Is it okay?
Yep.
Okay.
See, I told you, by forcing you to write the description, then you are able to write a good description. That's very good.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, entry point, you just press enter there, leave it as default. Okay, and then the test command, just press enter there. Okay, you actually have a Git repository, but well, it's okay if you leave it for later. Okay, you can press enter. Okay, keywords. Okay, please put the keywords just like you put keywords on things.
Maybe?
Yeah. Okay, you can put multiple if you want by commas.
Commas.
If yeah, well, at least one keyword. If you want to put more, it's okay.
I think this is an example.
Okay. Or yeah, you can put your name in there.
I think it's just good. It's fine.
Okay, yeah, you can put enter there. Just leave it at default. All right, and then yes.
It's okay.
Yep. Okay, now you can open package.json. Okay, so basically this is the project description, okay, of a
Okay.
JavaScript project.
Mhm.
So that's basically just the collection of fields that you typed before.
Okay.
Right, now you can do the install thing. I would say it should be easier to just install Yarn. Let's try this. Let's try npm
Yeah.
space g space minus g
Minus G.
g is a g
Oh, sorry.
space install space yarn.
Like this.
Should have double L.
Uh, so, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
let's try that. Will it work?
Oh.
Okay, now try to do the yarn add thing. Will it work now?
Yeah. So, well, yes. Oh, yes, okay. Yes. Yeah, I can circle. Okay. Oh, same.
Running scripts is disabled. Oh, that's like because of PowerShell, right? I think you should like switch the. Can you type Control Shift P and let's change the default. Okay, and then type shell. Type shell and select default shell.
Default, okay.
All right, and then use command prompt. Okay, now open another terminal. Open another
Terminal.
Yeah, you can use like the plus button in the right side.
Okay.
Yeah, now you should be able to do the yarn something command. Try it again. Or just try yarn. Just try yarn. Should make it work now. Yeah, just try it first. Just yarn.
And then enter.
Yeah, just to make sure that okay, it
That's
works.
all.
So now try yarn add blah blah blah.
And so, FGS, S, FAGS.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, best work.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you choose this rock, then you definitely will need to learn JavaScript. Yeah, you will
Okay, sir.
need to learn JavaScript. If you choose to if you choose this rock, so
Okay,
it
sir.
is okay that you it is okay. I would say that you do not have to be like pressure to like deliver according to the time frame, but in the
Okay.
internship, actually the goal is not to achieve the goal. The goal is that you need to have progress every week. So you need to have more knowledge this week than last week. And then next week, you should have more knowledge than you have today. So that's actually the goal of internship.
Okay,
It's
sir.
different than a freelancer or a full-time job because then you are expected that you already know what you are going to do, especially a freelancer. If you like a freelancer that you design a logo, then you will not spend 1 week how to use Photoshop, right?
Yep.
Because the client expects you to already know how to use Photoshop. But because you are an intern, it's actually fully expected that, okay, this week I spent learning JavaScript, how to use Yarn, how to use
Yarn.
Visual
NPM.
Studio Code, how to use NPM, and so on. How to what is the difference between NPM and Yarn? And actually, it's 100% acceptable that then your blog post or your video is explaining all the things that you have
That I've just learned.
that you have just learned. Okay, like for
Mm.
example, when I started learning, I cannot run Yarn, and then this is how I install Yarn. That's a very good
Okay.
way, because now your experience will be useful to other people who just started in JavaScript. Okay, and when I run
Okay.
Yarn, it says access denied, and then I have to switch Visual Studio Code to command prompt and so on. That's actually very good advice. So these are the things that are valuable, uh, and uh, and like position. Now you know how to install Yarn, right?
Okay.
Now
That's
you
the
know
point, I
how.
think.
Yeah, now you know how to install Yarn. Now you know how to run Yarn. Now you know how
Mm.
to make a project package JSON. You know now,
Okay.
but last week you did
Okay.
not. But then there is
Last.
another person that is actually in your position last week or before. Okay, so
Okay.
if that person reads your blog or your video or this video, then that person will say, ah, so that's how it's done, and then they do it. Oh yeah, it's working. Okay, that's actually the
Yep.
goal.
That's right. I will give it thumbs up for this video.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
actually how it should be done. It doesn't
I
matter
think.
whether you actually complete this NSFW project this week or next week or something, as long as, again, as long as you have one more new knowledge each week. That's actually the real goal. Yeah, the essential goal of the internship is that.
Okay, sir.
All right, so now please open package.json file.
Open package of JSON file.
Yeah, in Visual Studio Code. Now, can you see this? There any difference in this file? Yeah,
Wait.
compared to the first one that you created this file, is there
I
any
got
change? Yeah,
this dependencies.
yeah. Now you have the dependencies in the project, right? So that's why Yarn or npm is a package manager. It's also like a project manager. So because it manages
Oh.
the libraries that are here, I would say that in this case, JavaScript is better than uh, Python, because Python does
Oh.
not have this thing. Okay, Python does not have
Oh.
like this project with this version and description and the scripts that can be run in a Python project. There is no such thing in Python. JavaScript has it, and you can manage this project.
Okay. I'll learn more about JavaScript things.
Okay,
I think
so
it's pretty cool stuff.
okay, so now you can try to do the um, yeah, you based on this, now you have a project and you can start to import and other stuff and
Wait.
experiment with JavaScript.
Uh, should I do now or after this?
Up to you. If you think that now is the time, then that's okay. But if you think that, all right, I think I can try to learn again some other
Okay.
time, we
Maybe
can move on to the next
we can
issue.
move on to the next issues.
Okay. All right.
Wait. Stop sharing. I just got the issues done here,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think that's all about our
Okay.
issues.
Okay. So do you know what the rock is?
No, maybe you already explained it
Mm-hmm.
last week, but
Okay.
I already forgot about it. Can you explain it
All right.
one more time so
Yeah.
I remember it?
Okay. So rock is basically just the most important priority during this quarter. Okay,
Okay.
so normally one person or one staff member only have one rock, especially interns. They only have one rock. Okay,
So rock
now
is like a project that we have.
yeah, a rock is like a project with a specific goal, yeah, specific
Oh,
goal, and also measurable. So it should be
okay.
something like this thing that, for example, in the adult image detector, I would say
Mhm.
um, a good one is that adult image detector that can detect adult porn, right? Automatically at 65% accuracy. Okay, integrated and integrated with Miluv sign up process. Okay,
Okay.
yeah,
Sign up
yeah,
process.
it's the same thing. Sign up and sign up. So that's like measurable, right? Because
Yep.
uh, this rock, okay, it's an adult image detector. It can detect porn automatically.
Okay.
By saying that it can detect porn, meaning that if it's not porn or it's other things, it does not have to detect it.
Mhm.
Okay. For
Mhm.
example, there is like the sexy class. So sexy is not porn. So if it does
Yep.
not is not able to distinguish between sexy and porn, it's not part of the rock because that's the most important one. Whether the details, how many classes it's other thing. Okay, but as long as it can
Okay.
detect porn or not porn, that's the goal is satisfied. And then at
Okay.
65% accuracy. So if the accuracy is 90%, like in NSFW, I think the claim is like 93% accuracy or something. So, but because the rock is
Yeah.
65% accuracy, that means that 65 is already good enough. But if it's more than that, then that will be super good. Okay, and
Okay.
integrated with Miluv sign up process because it needs to be integrated. So if you are able to run it on your own computer, that's not the goal. Okay, the goal is that after you can run it on the computer, net tested, good accuracy and so on, then it needs to be integrated with the Miluv sign up process. And for that, you will need to use Camunda. So uh, you can say that. Yeah. Integrated with the process using using Camunda.
So
So
okay,
that's
sir.
one
After
rock.
that, I try to set up the NSFW.js.
Hmm.
So I just made my own uh made my own NSF way, just like that.
I would say
Or
that you should not use your you should not make your own NSFW. In this
okay.
case, if you decide to choose this rock, then you will just
Mhm.
use NSFW. Okay, because
Okay.
NSFW is the model, right? You can simply use the model, and then you integrate that model in a larger application,
Oh,
and
okay, okay,
you like uh, do the initial testing and reporting on the accuracy and so on based on the data that we have, because we do have some data of
hmm
images, but at least for a start, because now you are not yet able to run NSFW.js, so getting the NSFW.js to run is the first priority in this case, the first to do
okay,
before we get to okay, let's after you get it running, and then we can decide on the next step. Okay, so we get it running, how good is it? Okay, so at that time, then you get some images and run tests and get the numbers, okay, accuracy,
okay,
f1 and so on. And after that is done, after some more testing, and then the next goal will be okay, so how do we integrate that with the sign up process and so on and so on. But that will be for the next weeks.
okay, sir.
All right, so that's if you decide to choose this rock. So there is another rock that you can also choose, and that's the point number two. So my question for you is that, do you want to continue with your current rock, adult image detector, or you want to change to another rock?
Automatic ID card verification extraction. Uh, hmm. If I just, I think when I just first rock, I will uh, I will get some experience how to use JavaScript.
Mm-hmm.
But how about when if I just automate ID card automate ID card
Mm-hmm.
verification,
Mm-hmm.
it is JavaScript too or so to me?
Wait, let me check. What was it actually? Mm, well, I think there were some notes about this one. Let's see. Let me check first. Okay, so these are the projects. When did I put this? Okay. Okay. Let me write it there. Right. So these were my old notes.
Mhm.
And let me put it there. All right. Okay. Notion. And that will be calendar. Okay. All right. So this is it.
Oh,
Okay. So there are several things. So let's check it out. Yeah, I would say that I think the first one is the most practical. The Yukalang Buana, and that is using Python. That is using
yeah.
Python, the first one. So that's it. It's already there. Initially, I this is actually one that an intern should have done several months ago, but not yet completed. And okay, so at first I thought it would use Tesseract as the OCR, but then actually there's already several libraries that Indonesian developers already developed to try to tackle this problem. So I would say that it will be much better to just try to use the library and see whether it's good or not. Okay. So and that's it. But I don't know whether they work or not. But you get the idea. Do you know how this is supposed to work, or what is the goal of this this project?
For the second one,
Yeah. Do you
uh,
understand what's the purpose of that?
so you just got so you just give me three GitHub repository.
Yeah, I would say that I think this is Probably
Maybe first of all, I will try 3 of them, and then
yeah. Okay, but then, well, now you are deciding whether you will still continue on the adult image detector rock, or that you change the rock to the ID card verification, because those two things we need them. We need them both. Okay, we need them both, and we need them both automatic.
maybe
Well,
I will work for the second one
okay.
first, because
Okay.
be, because it is Python. Maybe it will go easy for me.
Okay. Because it's Python and because it's Ramadan.
Maybe.
All right. So if it's decided, then you can copy paste, or maybe you can copy this the entire description, automated ID card, all of those lines there, and then you create a card in the Miluv board on top too. Or maybe you can select from, yeah, not possible. You
Yeah.
can just write the title manually later.
Okay.
Okay, now go to the board and then create your card there. Okay, you should create your card in the rocks. Okay, in the rocks one, right? Okay, put the title first, and then inside, and you can do the
ID.
description.
ID. Wait.
Why you guys really like to copy and paste? You know, you can just memorize something and write yourself. So
Oh,
everything has to
okay.
be copy
After
paste.
it will go easier. So,
Right. I mean, your father and mother, when they are at school, they do not have copy paste, you know what, and they are not complaining. And now you are in 2020 and you cannot copy paste 2 or 3 words. And I want to copy paste that 2 or 3 words. Ah, come
I
on.
think it will go easier when I do copy and pasting
Okay.
like this.
Right. And okay. So you can go below, and let's make it a project spec or a task. So that we have some detail. You can use task there as a template.
You what?
Task, the one below, yeah, the template. So we get like a nice system. Yeah, the text one, the task one. Yeah,
It
just click
it
on. You cannot do it. It should be able to. It should be clickable. You can try that
it
again. Click
won't.
on. That's
It's
weird. Yeah.
still one. It can be. It's not able to.
Okay. Can you try creating another one? Can you try creating a
It's
yeah, done. Like
it's
a
lagging.
network issue, I would say. That's like a to let's try to delete. Okay, okay, it's done now. I think it's like a bug before. Right. So now you
Okay.
can fill the things above, and you can copy paste the problem statement. In the problem statement, you can uh, paste the description from the meeting agenda.
From this one, right?
Mhm.
Hmm. Wow. But yeah, bad connection. I think.
Okay.
Uh, like, like. Wow.
Okay, that's weird.
Wow.
I wonder if it's the problem with the.
No, I got a good connection and this ping.
Maybe it's the problem with Notion server.
Maybe. So because it just got lagging and
Okay.
glitch.
Okay, so anyway, I have copy paste the description for you. So
Okay, thank you, sir.
I think yeah, we can like move on, or you can try to refresh while still moving on with the meeting. Okay.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Okay, so I've already put the description there on your card, so it should be done now. But you can check to make sure that
Yeah, I'll check it.
nothing is wrong in there. Okay, is that right? And now you can fill the ones above. You can fill like the properties of the card, like assign, priority, and so on. The properties above, you can scroll up.
Properties.
Yeah,
Oh,
this one. Yeah.
this part.
So type should be epic. The type one. Type. No. Type. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So priority would be P3, I would say.
Priority.
Mm-hmm.
P3.
Mm-hmm. Okay, timeline. So decide your own timeline.
Timeline. It will be the timeline for when it's done or this a progress per week.
No, when it's done, integrated, good accuracy, and so on.
Oh, and
If you are not sure, we'll put June 30 because that will be the last day of our quarter.
Gender P.
June 30.
Oh, June 30. Okay. Okay.
Of course, if you can finish in like 7 days or 10 days, that's okay.
Okay.
But
Okay.
okay, product
It just
manager is
number.
me and assign is you. You can also put a reminder on the timeline if you want. Remind, not the ended. Remind.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So you know.
To this.
So you know that the time is coming.
I think it's. So
okay.
It must be integrated too.
Yeah. So because it's a rock, right? It's different than to do. So to do is like, okay, try this, and the next to do will be another progress. So a to do is usually 1 week, but a rock is like, okay, the goal if everything goes well, right?
Maybe maybe take 3 weeks maybe.
Okay. Optimistic. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see if if the actual progress is the same as the optimism, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you can fulfill that later, or if you want to fill it now, it's also okay. But basically,
Fulfill it later.
Okay.
Wait,
and if you know,
for myself.
Yeah. So if you notice, you can go to the product board. If you notice in the product board, so just above your card is actually, do you see it?
Wait.
Okay.
I'll make note for me, for myself, so I don't forget to write it down.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, what did you say before?
Yeah. If you go to the board,
Okay.
go to the board. you notice that there is a like a very similar epic right in above your card, right? Or right below
Similar.
your card.
Okay.
Yeah, right below your card. But it's actually a different one. But
Oh. Oh.
if it all goes well, then you two will work together and integrate each other's systems.
Okay.
Because
Okay, sir.
uh, actually, Kevin's rock is that he is doing the repository. So
Hmm.
the user should be able to upload the ID card and then store it in the database, and then what is like the approval process, and the approval process uh, can be done by a human being. But
Okay.
if your project or rock is done and working properly, then your project will be able to take the ID cards images from the repository and then perform the work that should have been done manually by humans.
Okay.
Okay, because
Should have been.
there will
Okay.
be humans as well, right? For example, if your software, that's your software is automated, right? But
Yep.
sometimes it cannot read the KTP, right? Sometimes it cannot read
GPP.
that KTP, KTP.
Oh, KT. Okay. KTP.
Yeah, sometimes it cannot read the KTP, or there is an error, or it's not clear, or so on and blah blah blah. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and when it doesn't, uh, it does not mean that the verification process is wrong. No, it just means that then it will be handled by the humans. Okay, but
Okay.
that's not your responsibility. That's uh, Kevin's uh, rock for the like
Okay.
the entire process, and Kevin is not responsible for the automatic
Hmm?
verification because his rock is not about AI. Your rock is about AI, right?
Okay.
So that's the thing. But let's see if you two will be able to work together in the coming weeks or not. I do not know. I do not know yet.
Hmm. Okay. But Kevin is already joined the.
Yeah, he's already in the Lovia chat room also.
Okay.
But maybe
Okay.
maybe someday we can like have a meeting for the three of us or something.
Together.
Yeah, but of course, each of you should be able to have a progress first on each of your own projects before trying to integrate, right? If you cannot integrate
Okay.
something that it's not already done, so
Okay,
it
sir.
should be done first before you integrate.
Integrated.
Mhm.
Okay, I understand it.
Okay, so if this is done, then now you can go to the agenda, and that means your rock review, you can link in the rock review in the agenda to
Okay,
this
view
rock
in
that
the
you have
again.
just created.
Wait. Sorry, sir. Good.
Open your agenda.
This one.
Yeah, the current one.
Okay.
And then go to rock review. Now you
Roughly.
have a rock, right? Rock review. Okay. Now you just link to that card that you have just created.
You see. How do you link it?
Automated. Yeah. That you just did. Add, and then yeah, and then type the
Oh,
title of the card.
okay.
Nice. And you can delete the second one because there is only one.
Okay.
Okay, and then the next week's meeting, you simply write there whether it's on track or off track. Okay, whether you
Okay.
think that I think there is a date in there, right? What date
Yep.
did you choose? Okay, so you should put the add again and the date of your timeline, your deadline.
Mm,
Yeah, you said like it was May. So I think
this.
you can
Oh,
just click. Okay, no. Open your agenda again. Open the agenda again.
okay.
Okay, and then go to the rock review.
Rock review.
Okay, click on that one, automate ID card.
Mhm.
Okay, that's May 30. Okay, so go back.
Okay.
Okay, now go to the right. And then, okay, after that one, after the automated ID card, and then put space, and then add again, space, add, and then put May 30 in there.
30.
May. I think you should put the May first before 30.
Oh.
May space 30. All right. Okay, good. So that means that this rock must be completed by May 30, right? And then at the next meeting, you say that, okay, I am on track or not on track, because then you know that you have that many days to.
Can you repeat it again, sir, for the next meeting?
Yeah, for the next meeting, you should put on the rock review whether you are on track or off track. So whether you are still certain that, okay, by May 30, this will be done. Because next week, maybe things will change, right? Either next week that you have a significant progress. Oh yeah, I can do it by May 30, even before. Or maybe next week you have like a problem or a bug or something. Oh my God, this will take some time. So that means that it will be off track. So if you think in the middle that the deadline should be pushed behind, it's also possible. But either way, the meeting is that so we know the progress of the rock and also the scorecard. All right, that's it.
That's it.
So is it done? Okay, so it's done. Then you can check that one in the issues list and put the time. We started there. Yeah, I would say it's pretty on time. It's pretty on time.
Okay.
You can check the issues list because we already, yeah, the one is done, right? Okay.
So for the next week, I'll make things like this before our meeting.
I think accountability chart, you already done it in this meeting, so you can check that one in the recap to do. The point 8, section 8.
Okay. Oh.
Put the scorecard review because you already done it, and the put rock review, you already done it as well. Okay. So for next week, what you should do is that now you need to make the meeting agenda for next week. Okay. You can just copy, duplicate this meeting agenda and then edit it.
How to duplicate this?
I think you should do it from the calendar and right click. I also don't know why they are not able to do it. Yeah. Duplicate, then move the copy to the next week and then edit the copy.
Okay.
Okay, so this will no longer fraud detection data scientist. You can say like ID card verification. Yeah.
How do you spell very?
F, yeah. FI.
Verification.
All right.
Okay.
ID should be with a big D here. All right. Cool. There's no S, meeting, weekly 1-1 meeting. All right. That's it. And then
so
you can
make
you can make them blanks. Yeah, I think you can blank them now. Please blank them now. Should not take too much time. I don't think that you should delete everything in there because there is like a template in there. Please Yeah. So delete just the blanks one
Oh,
and leave the
okay,
personal
I'm sorry.
space. Yeah. Okay. Make the times blank. So on.
Should I like this too? Or let it be
Yeah.
like this?
Please make them blanks, but just the actual values. Yeah, the actual values. Yeah, that's good. So just make the actual values blank. All right. I think the target
Okay.
now is not 20 days. Yeah, the target is like, oh yeah, 20 days. Yeah, May 30, right? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, May 30 would be, but now the
Okay.
since date is different, nah? Because the since date will be today. That will be since May 9, because it's a new rock, right?
Yep.
New rock. Okay. All right. Target is 20 days. Yeah, I think it's approximately 20 days from now. Okay. Then go automated blah blah. That's right. And this one finish is still there. And for the weekly, you just uncheck it because you will still need to do the weekly video and blog post, right? And set up NSFW, you can delete it because it's no longer relevant at this time. Okay. And issues list, you can delete the issues list because they're already done. And before the next meeting, the next week's meeting, you should make sure that you fill the issues list so I know that what you want to discuss.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, or you can. It's okay to delete it. Yeah, okay, that's also okay.
Yes.
Leave
Okay.
leave one checkbox blank. Yeah, leave one checkbox blank. Just delete the text and leave the checkbox.
Did the text?
Yeah, you can select the text and then delete them because it's right. Yeah, delete them first, okay, and then like backspace or something so that you have like a clean. Okay, you can also like backspace that so like you have. Yeah. All right, that's good. All right.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. And recap to-do list, that will be like empty. Okay, so recap to-do list is like empty blank checkbox.
So I just delete this.
Yeah.
Stop this.
Yeah, and make a like a checkbox, single checkbox to that. All right, perfect. That's good. And I would say that the rating, in the rating one, you should put your name there because next week that you will in the rating part, there's Sandy Rawan above you, above me. There should be your name above that in the first line. Yeah, that will be your name. All right, perfect. That's next week's meeting agenda done. Now, please go back to the current week's meeting agenda and rate this meeting and conclude. Yeah, so I would say that we are like 10 minutes late, but it's pretty much on time, yeah. Yeah, but 90 minutes the long one. Should be like 60.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
rate
what
it.
should we do?
Yeah, rate
Like
it. Give a number.
For me, for myself, then?
For this meeting. So what do you think overall the score or rating of this meeting? Everything. Timeliness, the content, the usefulness. Is it a good collaboration? Is it bad? Overall, yeah, everything. All right, I would say it's 7 because that will be too long. Should be shorter. Yeah, should strive for a 60-minute meeting. So put 7 on my score.
Okay.
All right. Now all you have to do to conclude the meeting and end the meeting.
Conclude the meeting. where I should to write the.
No, you don't need to write anything actually. Just say it. Okay,
Oh,
like
you just say it.
yeah,
I'm
say
sorry.
like okay. So during this meeting we have done this and this and this. Thank you very much. See you next week. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Something like that.
Okay. I got from this meeting. Thanks a lot for teaching me a lot of things that I didn't know. I think I will study a lot of things from now because I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know a lot of things that you
Mm-hmm.
just tell me before.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm I'm not good yet.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, from this meeting, I'm just concluding that point.
Mm-hmm.
And then from this meeting too, I just got new stuff like safely just know what is yarn and then npm and then why my yarn didn't work from my laptop. Yeah, some things like that. Because before uh, I already use JavaScript, but yep, it's just like for for web 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 or just web page is like that. I use it for that,
Okay.
not like these things.
Mm-hmm.
So these things is really new for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just want to say I'm really sorry because
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of tests that I didn't know and I'm really forgetful.
Okay.
So I will make it better for next week.
Mm-hmm.
How to make it better? I'm just write it down on notepad for myself to remind it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Actually, you can use Notion to write your notes, okay? But if you are more
Okay,
comfortable
okay,
though, using your own notepad, it's also okay.
okay. Maybe I will try some things to Notion too. Too.
Yeah.
Maybe there will be a lot. Maybe
Yeah.
there will be better if I know how it works.
Yeah. And you can also use the about Lovia blog to as your notepad. Okay. So you
Okay.
can like write a draft, and then when it's time for you to actually publish the blog post, well, your notes are already there, right?
Yep.
So that's one way. But anything that is comfortable for you.
Hmm. Okay. Then. So yep. I just want to say sorry that I just mm, made a lot of mistake from today for today because yep I still confused how these things works. But well, again, that you just give me some point to
Mm-hmm.
how to how to use it,
Mm-hmm.
how to how it flows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I just want to say thank you. Thanks a lot to give me that point. So I think that's all for this meeting. Hmm, I think that's it.
Okay.
Okay. So what should we discuss now?
Okay. Thank you.